Women manipulate men a lot. Maybe you might have seen it being done to somebody you know, or even it might have happened to you before. Today, I'm come to talk about ways that will help you know that a woman is manipulating you. If you ask me if women manipulate men, my answer will be yes. A big yes. Talking from a woman, I hope you take me seriously because women do it a lot. If you are interested in knowing how women manipulate men, then watch this video.
Alone with memories, I'm filled with longing, thinking of you, our friendship a strong bond.
So the reason why I want to talk about this today is if you are seeing these things in your relationship, there's a possibility that there's a little toxicity in your relationship because women manipulate men a lot to be in control or to get away with a lot of things or to get things done their way. And this is a problem. You might think it's a normal thing or she's just trying to let you do things for her, but it's a problem. So I want to let you know so that you take a decision quickly, whether to talk about it or to go your separate ways. The first one I want to talk about is emotional blackmail. Gosh, my gender does it a lot. The just ended Love is Blind series I was watching, I saw a lot of emotional blackmail. Because from the beginning, I thought the men were bad. At a point, I realized that no, it's the women who are doing all these things. To the point that at the altar, a lot of them said no. We as viewers, whilst I was watching, in my mind, I thought it would be the men rather saying no at the altar. But at the end of the day, it was the woman. So basically, emotional blackmail is when she wants you to agree with her on something, she tries to make you feel bad by saying that what you are saying or the choice you are making is not good. She tries to make you feel bad so that at the end of the day, you do things her way. That's emotional blackmail. So for example, let's say your friends are inviting you on a weekend getaway, maybe a boys trip or something, and she doesn't want you to go. She'll start passing comments. You're really leaving me for the boys trip. So your boys matter to you more than me. She'll pass certain comments that will make you feel bad. When you think about it, you realize that maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I should rather stay with my woman. Then you start having doubts or you start feeling bad to the point that you decide to do what she wants you to do. That is emotional blackmail. So she basically puts you down to make you feel bad that the thing you want to do or the thing you're planning to do is that bad that you start thinking otherwise. You start changing your choices because you just want to make her happy. But in this case, usually she's not communicating her needs to you. She's not communicating what she wants, but she will rather let you feel bad about yours. And you need to be careful about it because this is very, very toxic. I'm here to let you know that if your woman is doing this thing, it doesn't mean she's a horrible woman. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. But if it becomes a habit, if you realize that this is something she always does, that's emotional blackmail. And you need to talk about it before it gets out of hand and becomes toxic. So when you realize that this is what she's doing, you can have a conversation with her. With a boys trip example that I cited, you can ask her, what do you think about me going on this boys trip? Do you have a problem with it? Let her tell you what she feels about it. Show empathy. Let her know that next time you're planning a trip with her, or it doesn't happen all the time. This is just the one time you are doing this with your friends. Then you both can agree and come to a conclusion so you can go on this trip. But don't let her emotionally blackmail you. The second thing is excessive compliments. Women like to do that a lot because she knows that when she says those things and she strokes your ego, you would be so happy that everything she wants you to do, you will do it. Men, beware. When she starts giving you compliments, today you're looking good. Usually there are some women that if they want to ask their men for money, they start praising them. They start complimenting them. They start all those things. You're looking good. You smell good. Blah, blah, blah. They start doing all these things because they want something from you. So, for example, she'll tell you all the things she loves about you. She'll tell you how you make her happy and how nobody has ever made her happy. After that, she'll tell you, can you please do XYZ for me? There's always something after that. If you have a woman or you're with a woman who is doing these things, that's manipulation. And in this case, if she asks you to do something and you say no, suddenly you become that guy that doesn't love her like she thinks you do. You become that guy that, I thought you were different. I thought you're not like all these other men. No, you're also like them, just because you refuse to do something for her. So that being said, you need to always be on the lookout for such behaviors that are manipulative. Then you can have a conversation about it to know how to move forward, because being with a manipulative person is very bad. The other thing I want to talk about is tears. Oh my God. Naturally, women are emotional beings. We all know that. It will take a man a long time to cry, but it will take a woman a shorter period to cry. I'm not saying that the tears are not real. They are real. But sometimes women also use tears to manipulate men. Don't be fooled. Usually, the woman uses tears to trigger the man's protectiveness. Because when you know you've made your woman sad, you do anything to make her happy. So they know that. So they try to use the tears so that you become overprotective and want to do everything to make her happy. And this becomes very, very effective because she knows that you don't see her cry often. So the moment she cries, you know that it's a big deal. So you do anything just to make her happy. You move mountains to make her happy. As I said earlier, usually she might be sad. Under normal circumstances, she won't cry. But she knows that crying is your soft spot. So the moment you're around, she'll start crying. So you will know that, I've made my woman sad. And you start feeling bad. Another thing that women use to manipulate men a lot is sex. When a woman is mad at you or she's sad about something you've done, she denies you sex. She denies you any physical intimacy. And this is termed as physical manipulations. We can see it in movies and all these reality TV shows that we watch. You can see that until the man does what the woman wants, he won't get sex. So the man will do anything the woman wants because he wants to have sex with her. Another thing I would want to talk about when it comes to manipulation is proving your love. Women like to do this a lot. She'll start making comments like, if you love me, then do this. If you love me, then why are you doing this? You are doing this because you don't love me. She always wants you to prove your love for her in every situation. And that's manipulation. Because why should you prove your love? She's not supposed to tell you to prove your love. If you want to prove your love for her, you will do it without she asking. But the moment she says, if you love me, do this. You're not doing this because you don't love me. You're not doing this because that is manipulation. And this is a way that women guilt trip men to do things they want. And this can be a problem because every relationship needs to be balanced. The love should come from both sides. You don't need to prove your love to the woman all the time. It has to be balanced. And both people need to feel supported, need to be heard, and need to be loved. So it goes both ways. So don't stop allowing the woman to always make you feel like you have to prove your love to her. So if you find yourself not being able to be in a matured, healthy, committed relationship with a good and easy communication, then there's a problem. These are some of the ways that women manipulate men a lot. If you think there are other ways that I haven't mentioned, don't forget to comment down below. We are all learning. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it to anybody who is interested in content like this. Until we meet again in another video. Bye.
Alone with memories and filled with longing, thinking of you, our friendship a strong bond.